Yo, Havik Nation has arrived. Welcome to Pause and Rewind, because that's just what we do here. Listen, Ren, let's go. I had no choice but to jump back into another Ren thing on the Ren train, you know what I'm saying? This one is another recommendation of y'all's called 7 Sins. Man, y'all said this one was like that, so we're going to check it out. And shout out to Ren for stopping by the channel and leaving a comment and subscribing as well. Lord knows I appreciate that for sure. And like I said, even responded to Ren, like, it's been a pleasure for me to dive into this body of work this man has. Because again, I had no idea who Ren was, you know, a couple months ago. Never heard of the guy in my life, and kept seeing these comments, react to high Ren, react to high Ren, react to high Ren, and I'm like, you know, all right, I'll get to it maybe at some point. And then I did, and my mind was blown, you know, because again, as an artist, I've been in this business 20 years, you know. I have a different appreciation and respect for things that I hear and things that I see, you know what I'm saying, that your average reactor is not going to have, because one, they don't live this business like I do. Two, it's just different perspective wise. I also went to school for film. So even when I'm breaking down like his videos and things like that, I just have a very fond appreciation of the work that goes into what this dude is putting out. And I know it's not just him. He's got a team around him and everything like this, but you know, when those creative minds gel and they put together something and deliver and distribute and disseminate these masterpieces, you know, I can only applaud them. And I can only, you know, say thank you for continuing to have that type of consistency in your craft, right? It means you care about your music. It means you're passionate about your message. It means you feel. And those are all important things to me. So thank you, Ren, for what you do. And also shout out Disco Doc, because he sent some people my way, like recommended me on his channel to his followers and his subs and his people. And I saw y'all come through in the comments saying that Disco Doc sent you. So shout out to y'all and shout out to Disco Doc, because you didn't have to do that. But you did it anyway. So I'm just saying thank you to return the favor. But all right, man, we're going to check out Ren, 7 Sins, and see what's up, man. See if we can break some of this down. This isn't a video. I think this might be the first non-video of Ren that I'm doing, or song. So we'll see how this goes for me. I'm used to having the visuals, but we'll check this out. Havik Nation, I appreciate y'all. Y'all ready? Let's go. Oh, he's speaking. Y'all say he's Welsh, right? I don't speak any Welsh. I don't only speak English, but I don't speak no Welsh. I don't know what he said. Uh-oh. 7 Sins, I'm trying to think, right? You got lust and envy and stuff like that, right? So what we getting into?
I lay broken on the kitchen floor. I clawed at the laminate. Pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest. Bones of a home where the devil could rest. I cursed the gods, cursed my messiah, cursed my maker. I cursed all of creation. There I lay, feeble and thin. Sick boy, 7 my sin. Have you ever...
It's all right. Once again, he's already painted the picture, right? He's already set the tone. So he's there. He's laying on the floor, kind of scratching, peeling at the laminate floors, right? You're also giving me an image of the type of place you were in, like maybe an apartment or an old house, you know what I'm saying, with old laminate floors, right? So you're picking at this laminate floor, you're laying there, you're cursing God, you're cursing the creators of all creation, you're cursing, right? I get it. Been there once before in my life. Will never go there again. but you paint the picture. We see the state you're in, especially like mentally where you're at. All right, let's go.
Pain, stomach wrenching, unrelenting. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. They'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallax.
Pain.
Pain the author, I accept this. Pain the teacher, bruised apprentice. Pain resisting, pain will come. Pain the mother, I'm the son. Pain that splits you, and too many hits you. The dark and the light will converge to one. Pain that twists you, the heavens dismiss you. The Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body bags.
That was great. Very well done. Putting in a lot. I love these lyrics. Wow.
I'm the son. Pain that splits you, and too many hits you. The dark and the light will converge to one. Pain that twists you, the heavens dismiss you. The Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body bags.
The heavens dismiss you. The Father, the Ghost, the Holy Son. The light and the dark converge as one, right? You're like right in the middle of, happiness and pain. You're right in the middle of good and evil. You're right in the middle of dark and light. And when the two converge, you can't tell the difference between one or the other. I mean, it's kind of all the same. It's just this hodgepodge of what is now life. And like he said, I accept it. Right? But yeah, wow. I just love the rhyme scheme that he did there, kind of with that harmonic delivery. It sounds really good.
Body bags, body bagging me. Zip it up quick, get their things on B. I search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy, on a matter P.I. Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Grass isn't greener. Bright lights, he's your dynamite dealer. Dine at the table of the coroner, E-top for 13 years and I've been feeling so stuck. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Empires tumble, rubble and dust. The universe shrinks and the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest, a bed where I'm always depressed. A bed with the human oppressed, a bed for a tomb where I slept. A bed in the room that's a womb for this.
To describe a bed like that, a bed where one, I've never gotten deep rest, a bed where I'm always depressed, a bed that's, like a tomb. A bed where I'm just stuck in this room. Like, to describe your bed like that, you really describe a place of super isolation, right? You're describing a prison in your very own room. Been there before, too. You know what I'm saying? So you're describing this comfortable darkness, right? You're describing, and I say comfortable because it's your room, like you're there all the time, but you're not comfortable in the sense that you can actually get any sleep. You're not falling into deep sleeps. In fact, you're probably just staring at the wall, thinking this and thinking that, and cursing this and cursing that, and wondering this and wondering that, right? So that whole little rhyme scheme right there that he does with the bed is really clever.
Watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest. A bed where I'm always depressed. A bed with the human oppressed. A bed for a tomb where I slept. A bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy bitten by a tick boy. Tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy, pain is a gift boy. Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees.
So he's talking about the tick thing again. I learned that from y'all. I can see in a lot of his songs, a lot of his videos and stuff, he talked about being sick, being ill, and I could tell it's physical and mental. But you guys had also explained to me about the tick and getting the disease, and then like kind of being misdiagnosed and all these other type of things. So he's talking about that again as well, and then the pain that comes along with some of those things.
Bury while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy, pain is a gift boy. Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees, and I kneel.
Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees.
I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg this guy for mercy. Mercy never came, I did me dirty. 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future stays uncertain. Surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing.
Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. That's a hell of a quote right there.
Spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wing seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix. Thick skin, stay humble Kendrick. Stay scared.
Okay. Whoa. Ren with the bars? Whoa, hold on now. He said stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix with the whole voodoo thing. I think he had a album song, whatever. And then he said, stay humble, Kendrick. So the voodoo, Hendrix, stay humble, Kendrick, be humble, right? From Kendrick Lamar. Okay, that's 2 bars right in the back to back like that. That was good. All right. I didn't expect that from Ren. I'm not going to lie. That was fire.
Stays uncertain, surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wing seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix. Thick skin, stay humble Kendrick. Stay skeptic, check the biometrics. Bloodstained crime scene forensic. Lights on, lights out. Fade into the background. So down, so down. Running from the silhouette of self-doubt. By now, really should have figured this shit out. Lights on, lights out. Smackdown.
No. We gotta hear that again. That was beautiful. Man. If y'all know me, y'all know I love flow switches. When you are not kind of mono the entire song, especially when you're trying to tell a story. Having a switch of your cadence and your delivery and your flow, it just elevates the song. That's like, I feel like at this point, if you're a good artist, that's 101. You got to know that. You got to switch up those. He's switching up a lot, man. And it sounds so good. You also got to know when to switch it up. And you can't just do whatever. You know, it's got to make sense. It's got to be a part of the storytelling. So as much as the lyrics are a part of it, as much as the production and the beat are a part of it, your delivery, the choices that you make to choose to tell your story are all part of it. They got to be cohesive if you want to sell it. And this is very nice. My man is killing it.
Stay skeptic, check the biometrics. Bloodstained crime scene forensic. Lights on, lights out. Fade into the background. So down, so down. Running from the silhouette of self-doubt. By now, really should have figured this shit out. Lights on, lights out. Smackdown.
That should be a hook right there. I don't know if this song has a hook or not because he's just kind of going through, you know, and I feel like everything is so cohesive again. But that was nice right there. I love that. That's my favorite part.
Oh, John Lennon, click-clack, John got shot for attention. What did I tell you about the good intentions? Written as formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped to man.
He said John Lennon, you know, got basically clipped for attention. And what does that tell you about intentions or good intentions? Yeah.
What did I tell you about the good intentions? Written as formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Mahatma, or Dada. 6-6 followed by 6-7. Build them, praise them, bury them, dead. I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous, half is damn and half a gram. Half those troubles and thoughts stay darker than a Wu-Kai master plan. Sharper than glass shard, splinter and cinnamon. Irony could kill a man. Pain makes money when the music lands. Expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan.
Wow. He said, did he say pain makes money when the music lands? Is that what he said?
Master plan. Sharper than glass shard, splinter and cinnamon. Irony with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous, half is down and half a gram. Half those troubles and thoughts stay darker than a Wu-Kai master plan. Sharper than glass shard, splinter and cinnamon. Irony could kill a man. Pain makes money when the music lands. Expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan.
Pain makes money when the music lands. Rain me down my parmesan, my cheese, my bread, my cheddar, my money, right? I think he also said something about sharp splinter, or sharp shards. I think Uruk-Kai master plan or something like that. I think that's what he said, which would be, I don't know, I think of Lord of the Rings when he says that.
Makes money
like the monsters, right?
the music lands expand. Pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan. Stay darker than Urukai master plan. Sharper than glass shard splinter.
I think that's what he said. It might be
Cinnamon, irony could kill a man. Makes money when the music lands expand. Pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan. Followed by seven whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. Sin 2,
sheesh. Pride makes a man kill another man for his ego to survive.
Lust makes the grass look greener. Crucifies trust.
Lust makes the grass look greener. Man, it's crazy, right? I literally talked about. I gave my wife like a kind of like a I don't know, analogy or something the other day of like 80-20, right? There are people who are in relationships. And this is how I look at it. Every relationship is an 80. Okay, 80%, 20%. Every relationship, if you're in one with the person that you love, like that's your partner, that's your person, that's your 80%. My wife was like, why am I not 100? And I'm explaining everybody is an 80. You have to look at it like that because that's how people get caught up. And this relates to his grass is greener lust. People get caught up into recognizing a 20% and being so intrigued by it, right? So much so that you think the grass is greener. You're like, oh, damn, that 20% has been missing from my side, right? That 20%, I like that 20%. My partner don't have that 20%. Here comes the 20% walking by all nice. And you're like, damn. In your mind, it looks like 100%, but that doesn't exist. Really, what you're lusting for, the grass is greener syndrome, is you are under the assumption that because you're only seeing that 20% that you've been missing, that's the whole package. It's not. And so some people will jump across and now they're in that 20% so-called grass greener area. And you realize, I missed out. This 20% is nice and stuff, but this is it. I just gave up my 80%. My 80% was everything. And this 20% ain't it for me. That's the formula. You have your 80% if you're with your person. Why are they not 100? Well, nobody's 100. Nobody's perfect, right? There might be things, and I used this when I was talking to my wife. We talked about this for a long time. It just created a great conversation. But like, I don't want to camp. I don't like camping. That's just not my thing. That's not my thing. I don't want to camp. I'm not camping. My wife, she's a camper. She want to be all in the fucking woods with the bears and shit. That shit ain't me, bro. So, but here comes somebody that comes along and they're just talking about camping and their fucking experiences and blah, 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 right? And it sounds nice. You're like, damn, I'm never going to be able to do that with my partner because my partner doesn't want to camp. Here you go. That 20% just seems really enticing because it's just something that you want, you've desired, you just really, and so that's just kind of how that works. That's where that lust comes from. You know, that grass is greener. It looks greener, sounds greener, smells greener, but it ain't. It's just 20%. Don't lose your 80% because you chasing a 20. You're going to realize too late. I've seen it happen. I've called it a million times when somebody is jumping for a 20%. I call it. And they are not happy when they do because you realize you missed out on everything. But nobody is 100. So if you kind of keep that perspective, man, I think it helps kind of illuminate what you have so that you can accept the things that you don't have and won't have, possibly, and just be okay with that. Be content with that. It's not necessarily greener. It's an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Stick with your 80%. That's where your happiness is. Don't get tricked by that 20. So it's interesting that he threw in lust, grass is greener, and blah, blah, blah. So.
Sin-free, gluttony, humans consume and consume, planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth, rinse and repeat, reruns, repeat, time lost. Sin 5, envy. That's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6.
Another man's win is another man's frenzy. Envy. This is broken down so well.
Wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath. Sin 7, greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need and take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. Still we feed and we feed and we sleep and repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. We inherit the meat. We inherit this world that we bruise and we beat. We inherit this vanity, so cause of creeds. Inherit the liars, the murderous thieves. One sin for every one day of the week.
Ooh. Woo! What I'm gonna say? What I'm gonna say about that? Wow, that was fire. I gotta hear this last part again. Wow.
Frenzy, sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath. Sin 7, greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need and take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. Still we feed and we feed and we sleep and repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. We inherit the meat.
Exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. Come on, Ren! Come on, boy! Spit that shit! Damn! So much in this. Exile. Exile all. Oh my goodness. All the herders, everybody and then follow the sheep. Woo! And then rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. We're not learning from the mistakes of our history. We just rinse and repeat.
We inherit this world that we bruise and we beat. We inherit this vanity, so cause of creeds. Inherit the liars, the murderous thieves. One sin for every one day of the week.
All right, there it is. 7 Sins. That was dope. This is the Sick Boy album that y'all talking about, right? Is this his latest one or like before? I didn't even see. Let me see when this came out. Oh, 2 months ago. Okay, so this is his most recent stuff. I love hearing the recent stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it allows me to compare where they were with songs that I'm hearing 3 years ago and stuff that they just now did recent time, right? Because I can't go through everything. I'm not going to be able to do that. But I like seeing the old stuff, hearing the old stuff, and hearing the new stuff because within a short amount of time, especially as a reactor, I can pick up on the progression. I can pick up on the evolution of an artist. I can pick up on the things that they have elevated their game to be. And I love just being able to do that. It's actually one of the things that I enjoy about this. It's fun to see, it's kind of like a time machine. I get to jump through time a little bit and see, where a person gets to in just kind of a blink of an eye. So that's really cool. I'm glad this one is recent. This one, it's a lot of kind of thought put into it. Obviously, there's substance. It has merit. It's relevant, forever will be, right? I just a human in general, right? You sin, period. End of story. Ain't nothing else to say. But it's really crazy how he kind of, like I said, set the tone, that beginning, that opening kind of visual of just laying there and just cursing the skies, cursing the heavens, cursing existence, questioning, wondering why. And then I think at one point he also said, when he got bit, my body disappeared and so did, basically kind of like my faith or something like that. I was asking for mercy and didn't receive it kind of thing, right? I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. But he incorporated his own personal story into something that's relatable for everybody walking the earth. You can insert a lot of your own little kind of details of your own personal story into some of these spaces of this song, and it fit you exactly, right? Because everything else was kind of synonymous across the board with just being a human in general. and the mistakes that we make and the things we go through and the questions that we have and, things like that. There's a lot of people who are religious. There are a lot of people who are spiritual. There are a lot of people who are just faith driven. There's a lot of people who are completely the opposite. They're none of those things. And a lot of people who toe the line, they're not sure. And he said, fear of the unknown preserves a religion, but fear of the unknown preserves pretty much everything that you currently think about, so maybe you're not religious. Maybe you don't believe in anything at all. And that fear of the unknown preserves that thought for you. I think the fear of the unknown in general is just a scary thought, period. And it can preserve a lot of things, but certainly one of those things that it could preserve is a religion or a belief or a teaching or whatever, right? So some really kind of heavy lines in this one that really, really stood out. I love the structure of this song. It's unconventional. There's nothing traditional about this song whatsoever. I don't know Welsh music. Is this how they get down? Because I don't know. But this is not a typical song structure whatsoever. And for that, it is phenomenal. Because it doesn't follow any form, right? It's kind of its own thing, which I absolutely love. I think that's super cool. I loved his voice in this, his choice of kind of rhyme schematics in this, but then also those breakdowns of like kind of chorus, like harmonizing and things like that, with some of those added extra chorus layers that really kind of made it sound a little bit full, and it just sounded really good. And I had a couple favorite moments in there that I couldn't help but kind of rewind and listen to over again. So yeah, this was a good one. I really like this one for sure. So shout out Ren again. You on fire, my boy. You on fire, my G. So keep on rocking with it, man. Thanks for the recommendation, guys. I appreciate this one. And hopefully I didn't ramble too much. I'm sure I did. I don't really give a damn, to be honest. Hopefully y'all stuck around. Hopefully you liked it. And let me know what's next. What's next for the Ren journey that I'm on. Throw out some more recommendations for me. I think y'all said another Ren and Chinchilla joint. I forget what it's called, but y'all said it. Y'all liked it better than the chalk outline. So I might do that one, knowing that Chinchilla is signed now, and Universal is tough to get through copyright. In fact, it's impossible. I don't get through Universal copyright. So I might not do that one because it's gonna get copyrighted, but we'll see. But throw out some other ones for me as well, just so y'all can keep the recommendations going, and I will try to get to what I can. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, Havik Nation. Until next time, be easy.
Yeah, they sleeping on us bed, we wake 'em up. Cut my day ones off cause they was faking love. Had to change the recipe, my cake ain't baking up. Yeah, they sleeping